This project is meant to serve as a time capsule for the tornado that hit North Minneapolis on Sunday, May 22, 2011. Even though there were a lot of news stories, we thought it was important to record the more human side of things. Our school, PYC Arts and Technology High School, was closed for 3 days. Many of our fellow students were left homeless. Others had to go without water and power for a long time. Then we looked at analyzed modern art, wrote poetry and rap lyrics, interviewed tornado survivors, and studied news coverage of this event. This film shows some of what we did.
And my title is called The Tornado Effect. It was about Sunday morning, about 10:30, 11, when I was looking out my front door apartment building.
I was sitting in my house watching TV, and it was nice and warm outside. I didn't know why I didn't go outside, but after this story, you'll know why.
The sky was blacker than the bike tire I saw flying down the street, and it felt like I was in the center of a hurricane. I don't remember much after that, just a lot of screaming, stampeding to the basement door, damn near ripping it off the hinges and riding it out from the comfort of the cabinet under our basement stairs.
It took us hours to get back home, even though we weren't that far away from home. We had to turn around a couple of times in order to get out of the madness of a maze that Mother Nature had left us. There were houses non-fixable, and some could have still been saved. As the path of destruction from above had tore through the heart of North Minneapolis, families were walking around trying to find other family and looking for things that they could have grabbed while they were on the move to find some shelter for the night.
The rumbling sound you make, the cold rugged ground you shake, the trees and branches that snap, the windows you may shatter and crack, the 5 terrifying minutes that people went through. You made roofs come off and made cars flew. Your fast gray spirals zipped through the streets. You destroyed fire and ice and uprooted trees. The lightning that roared scared my niece. Because of you, we have to build my city again, piece by piece.
The wind kicked up more, enough to knock the first tree on the house. It sounded like a jackhammer coming through the roof. My bed was crushed under the tree, my dresser was in pieces, my walls that I spent so much time working with, my dad painting were split in half, and the rest was just a disaster. The house was in such a bad condition and we couldn't live in it. We got all of our clothes and things and pet, and my dad drove to my grandma's house.
Crime rate had increased more as people were shooting at each other. It was so bad that they had to send cops out with assault rifles standing at each main corner. Curfews were enforced because there was debris left everywhere.
It took like, a month, and we're still cleaning up some of the stuff. Cause we had like the dog cage outside, and the cage got totally flipped. It was on concrete too. It got ripped from the root and flipped. It was crazy.
So we tried to turn, and there was another tree blocking the road that way. And so from there on out, that's when we kind of noticed, like, man, this is serious. Like, a tornado actually came and hit.
Just that the bullets were like metaphors for the tornadoes. And just how quick it was and destructive. It only takes a second. And then they get completely destroyed.
Man, the sky gone dark purplish and gray. When they see them strange clouds, they start running away. Turn the corner, find out it's too late. I'ma tell you the story, so attention you shall pay. First off, the day was May 23rd, when the sky changed colors and the sirens were heard. You could tell nobody cared cause they didn't give a word. It was early in the morning, it was all fun and games. Girls riding bikes, boys playing basketball games. And around 3 o'clock, everything changed. The sky changed colors, we just thought it would rain. When they saw the tornado, they lost their brain. May 23rd, the tornado ran through the north side. You could feel the brothers' pain, hear the mamas cry. People rapping stories just to get by. It's a shame how the tornado came in such vain. Now we back at square one like the world just began. Everybody trying to walk, but they can't, so they run. Look at the north side, what did our home become?
And total silence hit us like a gush of wind. Whoa, am I really seeing what I'm seeing? Huge innocent trees lie dead and still on the road in front of us. From left to right, right to left. Swiggling, swarming through the roads. No streetlights involved, but the 2 in the car. We fought our way through this new jungle.
Me and my friends that lived in the neighborhood were going to hit the store up for all the candy and snacks. After that, I was walking down the street and everybody's house was a little bit up everywhere. I seen a garage land in the alley and the tree had fell on my friend's house.
Later on, my friend called and softly said to me that her house was hit by the tornado. I was shocked. I tasted the pain that she was feeling when she told me about the damage of her house. I quickly ran over to check it out. On my way to her house, I grabbed some of my friends just in case it was fixable for us. So we went over to see and saw that she had a broken rail and a teared up rooftop. Everyone was terribly sad. We helped her clean up all that we can possibly do.
Later that day, the electricity was off. They didn't even turn the power on. I was mad. We couldn't even eat. We had to go get some McDonald's. Some of the stores was closed. We couldn't even go in the stores and all that stuff. And man, it was all bad. But that's my side of the story, long story short, you know. And nice meeting y'all.
The way that I set this collage up is I have all the darkness on one side and the brighter things on the other. The reason that I set this up this way is because all darkness comes to light one day. No bad thing stays bad forever. Eventually, the bad turns good.
Well, my collage is based on tornado and destruction. The pictures show all tornadoes and how it messed the community up and all that. And some people is thankful because it's a whole lot of people that was in this or whatever, and it just sad.
My class showed that how the tornado destroyed stuff, and then everybody kept saying that wasn't nobody gonna help them because they was black or on the north side, but then people was helping because they made shirts and people was volunteering and stuff to help them and move the trees and stuff out their community. And yeah.
I wasn't in it, but I was lucky. I was lucky for that, but it was crazy because people was dying, cars were in half, people were in their car, people was going to get their kids. It was just a lot. It was just a lot going on. It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, some people say, like, they seen, like, on Fremont and 38th by the Super USA. Everybody know what that's at. But, yeah, they said, like, this dude, like, the tree had, like, the wind had knocked it down and stuff, and the dude head got cut off and all this other stuff. I'm like, whoa. But then I heard other stories, too, saying that, like, the wind was so strong and stuff that it, like, knocked 3 babies dead out of the house or something like that, like out the window or something. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But, yeah, okay.
Did it happen?
Yeah, I think it did. I don't know, it probably did.
Destruction. He came and he conquered. Nobody knew what to say. Nobody knew what to do. The tender cry of my city. No, our city. Our people homeless. My people hungry. The silent thoughts running through my head. This isn't supposed to happen to us. Us as a community came together. We picked up, we cleaned up, we lifted up each other as best as we could. The strength of my city could not die so easily.
This picture is composition 4. And I'm gonna read the little paragraph. This picture is by a famous artist named Kandinsky. This picture shows chaos and destruction. There is a various numbers of colors. I believe he was aiming for confusion. The title of this painting is Composition 4. This is very intriguing because there are so many things going on at once. You can't make out what is really going on. This picture makes me feel confused. I can pick out several pictures inside this painting. It looks like all of the items are getting sucked into the hole in the middle.
Love is like a tornado spinning and causing damage. They in the basement hoping and praying their house can manage, hoping that I'm demanding. Seeing straight through their plan, and I can hear them saying, please calm down, don't panic. So you gotta listen and pay attention, no Spanish. Yeah, some similar to racing, so damn strong, picking up the foundation. Your life is getting short like a slow kid, attention span. I'm trying to last these hours, I don't wanna be a minute man. The world is at its end. I wish I had a fresh start on my beginning, man. I'm singing out loud, but they don't really hear me though. I'm trying to get through this rough patch like a pig in a nappy fro. So once the son and my friends are being happy though, they trying to treat my feelings like a box and really trying to pack me though. So this my rap on a tornado disaster. We need a little redemption, somebody call the pastor.